I've brought a couple of things today. I've got crumpets, first of all. You might have heard about tea and crumpets in Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
The Mad Hatter had a little song about tea and crumpets.
And then in
Dumb and Dumber, they make a reference.
They make,
but it's not a correct reference.
But it's always, and they're always seem to always be associated together. Is that true?
Yeah,
or?
Absolutely. We do eat tea and crumpets, and crumpets are something we just can't get hold of very much here.
Okay.
And we get excited when we see English muffins, because they look very similar. But let me explain the difference. I've got a couple here. These are pre-baked, but I'm going to toast them in a second. You'll notice that the tops have these little holes in, and the bases are very smooth.
Yeah.
So they're like an English muffin, but they're more the texture of a pancake. They're very, very doughy, very squidgy, and they're very dense. So these are quite heavy. And what we would do with them. What we're going to do with them,
squishy and
I'm going
dense.
to pop them in the toaster, just like I was toasting a piece of bread.
Okay.
And they are just going to toast for a second. But crumpets date back to 1382. I mean, how old is that? I mean, I was just like amazed at how old these things are. And we would have them either with butter. They're great just toasted.
Say it again.
Butter.
Smothered in
butter.
That's B-U-T-T-A-H.
It's awesome.
Butter.
Butter. Yes, yes. So they're just great with butter on their own. But because there's no sugar in them, they can go sweet or savoury, just depending on what you want to do.
All right.
So if you want them sweeter, you can add some marmalade or jam or honey. And I've got some marmalade today, and this is my own. This is my own creation. This is actually an old English marmalade. It's made with brown sugar, and I use organic oranges. So these are the ones in season at the moment are navel oranges, and it's not too sweet and not too bitter, because I think a lot of people, when they buy it off the shelf, it's either really, really sweet,
it's
really, really bitter, and this is kind of nice balance of the two. So we're going to put some of that on, and then if you don't want it sweet and you want it more savoury, we can add cheese. We can do grated cheese, but I've brought some soft cream cheese here, so we're going to try a little bit of that
that's my option. I like that.
So these should have been, they should be warm by now.
Okay.
So just pop
now,
those up.
when do you traditionally enjoy these?
Well, you know, we eat them for breakfast, which is why I thought these would be a good item to do. So these are warmed through and they're a little crispy now on the outside. And what you'll find now is the butter should just melt into that. You're not on a diet, are you, by any chance?
No, never. Are you kidding?
Well, you know, a bite's good, a bite's good. I won't put butter on the second one. So they're just really good like that because the butter melts in. On this one, I'm going to add a little bit of the cheese. So this is just whipped cream cheese.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm sorry,
awesome.
I'm sort of kind of smothering it a little bit.
Oh,
You'll find with a lot of English baking, we don't use so much salt and sugar, but it's a really good carrier for things like butter and things like jams and cheeses and such like. So I'm just thinking just to try a little bit of this as well. I think this will be good.
What?
Little drizzle.
And look at that. It almost looks like honey, actually.
Yeah,
it has
in the best possible way, you know? It's kind of,
There's a few rinds in here as well.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
There.
Just so you get a little bit of that as well. So,
fabulous. Absolutely.
Which one are you gonna?
I'm gonna go for the cheese.
Shall I cut that in half and then?
No, it's fine. Whatever. She's so unflinchingly polite. You have some events coming up, though.
I do. I have a couple of extra events coming up in July. You know, I'm doing 4 markets at the moment, 4 of the farmers' markets.
Are you busy?
I'm doing Tuesday, I'm at Stadium Village. Wednesday, Plainfield. Friday is Traders Point Creamery, and Saturday Zionsville. But on top of that, this month, I'm also at, my kitchen is actually Indy's Kitchen downtown on North Central Avenue. And they're doing an eat and greet event on the 15th, which is a Sunday.
Oh, fabulous. I think we've got that information up there on the screen. So it is Sunday, July 15th from noon until 4?
That's correct, yeah. So I'm going to be actually doing a little bit of a cooking demonstration there, and some of my goodies will be available on sale as well.
That is not an English muffin.
It's good, isn't it?
It's better than
It's a whole nother
It's a very different textures, and it's got that bubbliness, it's got that, it's kind of heavy and pancakey, but...
pancakey, but not
But
not 100%.
No, it's kind of in between. I just don't think it's anything like an English crumpet.
And tell people about your website real quick where they can get more information and
TinasTraditional.com. Very simple, TinasTraditional.com.